Abwagana Nakana Beyo Eyo Efemenuaro So Rebe Kabi Abwagana Nakana Beyo Eyo Efemenuaro.
The platform Apramen ani apani pompe yiso. The platform the Cardinal Nana Kesseh Sonchwe Sonchi Asonsentwe ani nsentwitwi a ekọ batakọ braman ensinukoso atwa petiaman temfi asansa krokotiako the platform sunie asisi nkonnwa asisi adwa ama trankonwa trenufua bra Nana Kesseh the Cardinal tiadwamu ewo peace 104.3 FM so the platform odoso puyo ade doso ensempudio mu amanyosam abrabom nsam asetrem nsam ani amansa hodo so nsam ani se hodo bia de a ani ne hia Nana Kesseh the Cardinal wanina pamfo our the platform dwumadie so wo peace 104.3 FM adwada ni ukwada nwumre biada efri no nwotwekopim nondu the platform ewo peace FM ensam asisie de aba de akro ani de yatia ni de yehu ni nyina ne ne wudi na apreto ani ne sombi na yensiai na banu so a emia the platform chire wadwene bi Ghana ya my Ghana.
Ghana this year nyumre so e ma munyina djubie mo makwa ba sumdie
104.3 and our sugusu awuti sene adwada ene ukwede bia no nwotweka sebo no ekugu a ye de platform ebesomo no anyumre nso ye sinkonwa ye bedwendwene Ghana ho ye bedwendwene Ghana ho so de a na eye platform eso anyumre ya seda enconfirm ho so radio stations na doso na odo de no atu peace na ubetie platform aha ena Ghana nyina no etie na radio stations so a Mosumu kura dwumadie mu na moto apete wona owo achichi ne benche dwumadie biedu na bobo ano no monso aseda soronko enko emfama mo monso a mate aduonu nsia agbo apa no nwotwe ho mobeka ye ho e wo Facebook no so atena so a kosi no ndu bra bepo no monso aseda soronko enko emfama mo nyina no moka ho bi na platform ehema eno ntino so wakonya se abedwafo kire omadwe wo studio no wonso wadwe nkire wo de beba ebetomu a brepom yaje bre na yakenka de ma we sansa the platform wonso wo ka ho bi wo wadwe nkire no na de fa Facebook no so oko Facebook no so no hwe peace 104.3 obehu se dwumadie no eye live ho obenya bi ahwe o comment obetumi de ato ho brepom yakenka de ma wonya sanso a WhatsApp line obetumi de wadwe nkire afa so no 0556 700 0556 700 wadwen kyerɛ ne beduru nko a dia ebeje bre na yakenka dia ma we sanse dwumadie yi wonso wo ka ho bi na ensɛm anwumre yi yaje bre na yadi ho komo no ene sɛ ɛna no memeda ND samonyuku no omo campaign opa ho ntoma ewa tifido mantem kura ye frɛ no Tamale emu Jubilee Park ene ya de hye wo Tamale wo hu dom papa memeda no nipa koi anwumre yi yabeje bre yabedi ho komo na former president Otu Frank Adama ND Samonyuku no kasaye o kyerem se Free Senior High School na nipa bi kasa oba obegunu no enya no creda oba obehwa hunu se Free Senior High School no ebekọ yi na emom nia oba obeya free hono no eye double track system o se no de na nye ho nto oba Free Senior High School ne de obehwa mo na kọ yi na emom double track system ne de obeyi e de afiri ho na enka ne Ghana mampanyini esa ka biem o kyerem se December bosumi abato ne de ene ND Samonyuku no omobeji no mani pa enya de omuto nko na pese omada enkosi se abato komisa obekenka mani nyina wie ebebo nipa wadi nkunim no ND Samonyuku enya de obi bia ebeka na ni eguso ene omoji no mani din aba no omodi ahwe na ebekwa akosie eno nso okan ya anwumre yi ebedi ho enkomo Penyina Otu Franka ede ama NPP amanyuku re o mampanyina be di ekire Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia openyina nso na watwi mu wakasa otire mu se how de Ghana ye obi mu na so how ni nyina ekire no wo hwenhyehye pa NPP samanyuku de egu apono so na nne ebo Ghana fo a na kyese NPP nso so no o mabom homodin enu nti no amfo na kire ne to aso ebesi uso so aye hye oma enti ne ye po obi de Ghana January eye MPP ene wo no Otu Franka de ama NPP amanyuku ensem ni anwumre yi yebeje bre na yedi ho enkomo afi abato afi enu nti no yebedi abato so ho enkomo senia wunim no empenfo anwumre yi ene omo esinkonwa na yedi nkomo ai wonu munyanfo Samuel Aipe enka ne mrase bedwani ayensu ya no opanyin obekasa wo NPP amanyuko ni dimu owura Bernard anim PSA opanyin so bekasa wo NDC amanyuko no edimu wo anim penifo anwumre ye bedi adwa na ye no omo edi enkomo apamfo ye bo na anwumre the platform ye di ababesom wo asedan koma Patricia Sefa Fisher Elizabeth Jean Samuel Apia Prince Bafo Asamoah Henry Minka ena mansa that menyina no ye boa ena the platform anwumre ye di ababesom wo the cardinal na ya Kesseh watena sidada ibetwe ho abatawo ye ba the platform enkomotwetwe ebifrasi ya high peace 104.3 yenye wa video no every ha etwe ho abasisi ya
Susumbre mi baby Abwa Ghana Na Ghana beyo Eyo efreme noaro Susumbre mi baby Abwa Ghana Na Ghana beyo Eyo efreme noaro
The platform apramen ani apani pompa yiso the platform the cardinal nana ya Kesseh sonsontwe sontwi asonsentwe ani nsentwitwi a ekọ batakọ braman esinukoso ato apetia mantemfi asanse krokotiako the platform sunie asisi nkonnwa asisi adwa ama trankonwa trenufua bra nana ya Kesseh the cardinal tiadwam ewo peace 104.3 FM so the platform odoso puyo ha ade doso ensempudiom amanyosam abrabom nsam asetrem nsam ani amansa hodo so nsam ani nsa hodo bia de a ani na hia na ya Kesseh the cardinal wone na pamfo our the platform dwumadie so wo peace 104.3 FM adwada ni ukwada numre biada efri no otwekopim nondu the platform ewo peace FM ensam wasisie de aba de akro ani de yatia ni de yehunu ni nyina ne ne wudi na apreto ani na sombi na yansiai na banu so a ebia the platform chire wadwene bi Ghana ya my Ghana
Batana, Yami Shrano da Wamanu near my penny nala, now I'm a nodo. Eyasa se Batana, Empe Oku, Egia Hoku Eni, Negi Kavias Yasubia. Intia Semino said, Yasugane ye. Anya Sapa, Dachi Chirima, Eva de Wayam for India, so. Abwa Ghana Na Ghana beyo Eyo efreme noaro Susumbre mi
Awusia meba munyina adwo eda mo ase papa papa sesa abre ya kasmedu no nkro na abono nkro udi afide na to peace 104.3 Jumadi a utie e fana the platform ye de bra odwoada ne ukua da bia bra no nwotwe kase bono akọ na wieye Patricia Sefa Fisher Elizabeth Jean Prince Bafo Asamoah Samuel Apia Henry Kwesi Minka ena man Sadat omna hihye madi hu chiame ye frame na ya Kesseh obetimi aframe the cardinal ene penifo mienu atena se honorable Sam Ayepe former MP ayensua no ena afi Bernard anim PSA member of the NDC's communication team nkomo no ne sen na otwe awieye ena NDC eda ne campaign 2024 edie ewo Mentifido na nsema epie free mu ba ye ne bi ene se nyame ya adom no mbe ya aban ya free SHS no ono be pagem na afi wasen ayi double track no afri ho o se ye to aba fi a NDC na ni be die kire fin se de samansama bi esama ne tamfu nsuo no be fi da ni a hwe hu se bibi da ase 48 hours no de baba ba no ho ban se be ya obi nane aba Ghana fo be 20 mampeni abedi e kire sei emfa ho ne aho kire a ewo man no mu no projects a aban we di aba no eye nema edane oman ani a chesa wo de NDC toto ho a enye yi ewo kwan bia so san komo yi ene e ba bedi enanwumre ewo the platform dwumadie yi eso
Susumbre mi baby Abwa Ghana Na Ghana beyo Eyo efreme noaro Susumbre mi baby
enti sɛ na mekae no na ɔtwe wieye ɛna NDC ɛda ne campaign ɛdie na nkomo ɛkɔso no ne dɔso mampenda da John Dramani Mahama ɛbra ɔmodan campaign ɛdie no ɛna ɔse amanfo keka sɛ 4 years deɛ entimi nhye da nyɛ hwee papa bi asa ɔte aseɛ 4 years entimi nyɛ bibi papa bi ɛboro so saa deɛ nanso emfie nan no ebi wo mu paa sɛ unya aban a nani da hɔ no onim nea ɔyɛ a emfa so bɛba saa aban no so akyɛn nea ɔbɛba no mfie nwɔtwe a ɔnka nokore.
It is not going to be easy. The more I look at the figures, the more I look at our situation, it is even worse than what this government is telling us. It's going to take a lot of hard work. And as has been said, one person alone cannot do it. We would need the cooperation of the whole country to be able to lift Ghana back on its feet again. I've been out of government for almost 8 years now. I did my best. I wouldn't say things were perfect, but at least we're making progress. What I can promise you is that I will be truthful to you. I will never tell you lies. I will never tell you things that I can't do. The problem with this country is that our policies are based on the short cycle of winning elections every 4 years. We are not creating the foundation for this economy to take off. And so, we're not making you promises. I'm promising you that I'll work hard day and night to make sure that we reset the fortunes of this country. 4 years of a good leader will make more impact than 8 years of a dishonest leader.
Okay, and to say, Oma Baby Fie Nine. Now, or a good leader now, where you can for papa. A yes, saying, so Obama Abaya on Canocre in Fie Emochi. Mampenda da JDM, assign at the Nanosi Abawi, who knows Abawi. Adada no dosso. There be an Asanka is any also Diano. Kakamamiti, and I remember baby Ghana for what to ain't chain. Said you not Mama Ohon, Abawi, any Ahotabino.
This government is living in an illusion. They are living in a dream world. They are living in a fantasy world. Because if you are not living in an illusion, when people are hungry, how can you tell them they are satisfied? Puma and the Nyale. Kakum Malma. Kakanti Yelman and Teria. Then we can feel the pangs of hunger, and yet this government tells us we are satisfied, and that never in Akufo-Addo's government have people gone hungry. Meanwhile, the statistics clearly show that 8 million of our citizens last year in 2023 went 24 hours without food because they couldn't afford to buy food. Meanwhile, the statistics tell us that almost 2 million of our young people are sitting at home. They are not in school, they are not in education, they are not in training, and they are not in employment. They are just sitting at home idle.
Now, I'm benda day. Wait a minute, let me be so. Oba, so unya kunya na mfie 9 pen abetene kunya no so. Se mfie 9 timi ye bibia de ade na unya mfie 9 ba ko no. Wan fanye bibia.
For a government that has taken inflation as far as 54%, and it is currently still above 20%, to tell us that we should clap for them because they've done well. If they are not living in an illusion, then I don't know what an illusion is. But that is the beauty of democracy. It gives us the opportunity every 4 years to make a change. And the time has come for us to make that change. The time has come for us to reset Ghana. And I believe that 4 years is enough to do the reset of Ghana. We will reset this country so that future generations can come and build on that foundation. Our intention is to ameliorate the damage that has been done.
Okay, yati asiye, mampenda da yati asiye pa. Na corruption, oba yede.
But of course, the most important issue in governance is the fight against corruption and accountability. If you don't want to be accountable, go and do your own business. Whatever you do in your business, nobody is coming to hold you to account because it is your own investment. But if you decide that you want to come into public service, then be prepared to be held accountable. And so I've said it and I'll say it again. For those people who have been involved in scandals and various acts of misappropriation in this government, this MPP government, we shall investigate you and we will let the law take its course. We will hold everybody to account. And if you have abused your public trust, the people of Ghana will exact the sanction that is required.
Okay. And you know your corruption, dear no. Now, Mambenda, da was it free SHS no? Uba di na obey your homes wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to improve the free SHS. We are going to improve the free SHS. We are going to work hard to remove the obnoxious double track system. So that all our children can go to school at the same time and close from school at the same time. We don't want the situation where our children come home and stay home for 4 months before they go back to school. And so we're going to improve the free SHS. We're going to sit with the teachers and the parents and all the stakeholders, and together we will forge an implementation plan that will make the free SHS better.
Great. Na afini ebeto aba December ban na be kire se ubenya kwan no aba be na ma wo kan anase unya na abato no monhye te say.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an election like no other. And if you say you are NDC, then you better get prepared. Everybody is going to volunteer. We're not going to sleep for 48 hours until all the ballots have been counted. None of us is going to sleep for 48 hours until all the ballots have been counted. And I wish to assure all the people of Ghana who intend to vote for the NDC, I can promise you that we will protect every single vote. We have had our issues with the Electoral Commission, but we are prepared to give them the benefit of the doubt. And at the same time, we also must use the instruments that the electoral process affords us to be able to make sure that we police the poll. And that is why we're calling those of you who want to volunteer. Everybody is going to be a party agent on that day. Even if you are not selected as one of the 2 party agents, you are going to be there to make sure that the right thing is done.
Okay, Mambeni. Afia ba ye kotui. Ade a ugina so titire pa ba ko ye 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy. Ghana for bizarre se eye de ba ade a. Eya se wona akofa wasem bae na ye penchire mu de a. Esese ya gifri won diewra. Wada roman na de enya wi 24-hour economy. Chiremu ni entie.
And our first priority is going to be job creation, so that we can create jobs for the teeming youth of this country. And that is why I'm proposing the 24-hour economic policy. The policy is going to be linked with aggressive food production and modernization of our agriculture. And that's what I'm saying. In every district, we're going to create farmer service centers. We will bring the tractors, the planters, the plows, the seeds, the fertilizer. And if you're a farmer, you must register with the center. And at the beginning of the farming season, we'll give you all the inputs that you need so that you can produce your crops. And when you have sold your crops, you come back and pay for the inputs that you have been given. The 24-hour economy is going to be linked to an accelerated export development program. We're going to create agro-processing zones, and we're going to create a new class of agribusiness people. And so all you young people will be encouraged to go into agro-processing. You can buy the food off the farmers, you can process it, package it nicely, either for domestic consumption or for export. And there's going to be an accelerated export development program of which I, the President, will be the chairman to make sure that we increase the exports of Ghana. Ghana has the human resources to turn our nation around. Ghanaians are capable.
May I sure say after ne obi am afre show mu maybe some biom say 24-hour economy no e kire sen enchiremu no a no mampani da John Dramani Mahama edemaye no for the avoidance of doubt. Henry, repeat the 24-hour economy no mame.
And our first priority is going to be job creation, so that we can create jobs for the teeming youth of this country. And that is why I'm proposing the 24-hour economic policy. The policy is going to be linked with aggressive food production and modernization of our agriculture. And that's why I'm saying in every district we're going to create farmer service centers. We will bring the tractors, the planters, the plows, the seeds, the fertilizer. And if you're a farmer, you must register with the center. And at the beginning of the farming season, we'll give you all the inputs that you need so that you can produce your crops. And when you have sold your crops, you come back and pay for the inputs that you have been given. The 24-hour economy is going to be linked to an accelerated export development program. We're going to create agro-processing zones, and we're going to create a new class of agribusiness people. And so all you young people will be encouraged to go into agro-processing. You can buy the food off the farmers, you can process it, package it nicely, either for domestic consumption or for export. And there's going to be an accelerated export development program of which I, the President, will be the chairman to make sure that we increase the exports of Ghana. Ghana has the human resources to turn our nation around. Ghanaians are capable.
Okay, you're mampani, yadasi. Na anso ha wonim se mampani abedi akire so se o de be na otwe miensa. Yeah, mampani abedi akire. Our flag bearer man pipi also na otwe be miensa na akwa kwahye mantifido. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say, afia abato no. Eyanuanum mienu a ofri mantifido. E na epre. Enti one mo ofri mantifido ho no. Ombenya kwan. No ma yi omo amunua baako. Say onuna eni animu. Enti mampani abedi akire.
Your Majesty and chiefs who are present here, this year's election is indeed a historic election for Ghana, because this election is a choice between two candidates. It's a straight choice between two candidates who both happen to come from the northern part of Ghana. It's either going to be Dr. Baumia as president or John Mahama as president. So we have been given the opportunity in the north to end and the privilege to produce a president for Ghana. But we all know that John Mahama has been president before. Dr. Baumia has not yet been president. I have been vice president. But I have done some work. And John Mahama has also done some work. So we have to look at the two to see who will be best for Ghana, who will be best for the north, and who will be best for Lambushe constituency.
Okay. Na mampani abedi akire. Wo se why vice president da? Mampani abedi mampani da John Mahama so nto president da. Enti wo hwe mu mienu a mu mienu no. Hwan pa na abo amantifido.
When John Mahama was president, there's very little he can show in the north as far as development is concerned. It's very little. If you look at the vehicle that he produced to develop the northern parts of Ghana. That was the Savannah Accelerated Development Authority, SADA. I don't know if you can point to a SADA project in Lambuse constituency. One, not even 5 or 6, just one. You cannot point to. And we cannot point to any SADA projects in the north. But that was where we spent hundreds of millions of dollars for northern development. Eventually, they told us that they reared guinea fowls, which flew to Burkina Faso, so we couldn't see them.
Na mampeni abedi echiri. Omampeni da John Dramani Mahama say free SHS na momo aye no trokansa ne nkwala no bi ebi tifie be 4 months na bi we connect na we abasa trokan no oba be ye free ho eno usomu saying.
Let me make one point. In the 8 years of the last NDC government, 8 years, the whole of the 8 years, they couldn't complete one major road in the whole of the Upper West region. Just one for 8 years. If you also look at what we have done and what he did, you see that he opposed the free senior high school education. He said if he had the money, he wouldn't spend it. His people said it was 419. We couldn't do it. We insisted that we needed to do the free senior high school education. I was very committed to it because I know our people in the north were struggling with school fees. We implemented free senior high school education. And today we are seeing the benefits. Senior high school students have increased from 800,000 to 1.4 million. Your Majesty, think about it. 60 years of independence, 60 years, we had 800,000 senior high school students. But after free SHS of just 7 years, we added 600,000 to it. So that is telling you. And what is even more important for us is that in terms of the increase in enrollment, this year you had about 500,000 students enrolling in senior high school. But the top 5 regions in Ghana, out of the 16 regions, the first 5 in enrollment in the senior high school were all from the 5 northern regions. All of them, top 5. That means that we are topping the league in enrollment into senior high school. It tells you that we were suffering the most from our inability to pay school fees.
Okay, we see mampeni abedi echiri Alhaji Dr. Mambudu Bawumia. The platform no asugusu a utie. Na mamemfa ntu dwa say one of my ardent listeners a openi on fire show yi eni agrokra Chief Superintendent Anthony Arthur or Director of Budget Ghana Police Headquarters. Nyame adoma memenda ebe besin hene gomwa takwa ya wonfinfini mantemo ehene gomwa takwa ena yebesin hene na ninkonwa din aye nanata kwakwa ejiri opusu a wotoso enson enti Director of Budget Ghana Police Service Police Headquarters Accra nyame adoma memenda ebe yebesi ohene se gomwa takwa hene nyame nka ho yabo abaso Utrinkwa Gomwatakwa in the central region and onkwaso pa na meaning say bibia be fine so at the amount. Congratulations on your installment as the chief of Gomwatakwa Central Region come Saturday the 3rd of August 2024. Nana atakwa kwa ejiri opusu a otoso enson Utrinkwa. The platform here Emon komo aja go say eja gwe mate kwagu memoajo mini me be a hye nwumre die but ma fe opa ya ma mente wonka kwaku bua anwumre mini anom mpanifo mienu Bernard ni mpiesie ena Sam Ayepei ewa ha ena ye ukwabmango so ena ya transfer ase ya ye bebo eho enkomo ukwabmango so di ovie majoy
ye janana
na ho dey say
Nyankopon afam de no waye ye wa hoden a yetimi abetra he na se watoto bibia pepe pa man na mo aka ne aka
na de aka no be free hin na aba
no ti nanka ye koto aba ya se fisa abre no kono o man no aho brabo no mde ade ye nga ho bambo akoni abedi nyuma asese etumpon mebun ewie school asese wonya nyuma ye eno munti ne ato aba enye obi o yetenten chen obi a no yetiti a chen obi a so this is any anana this is Ghana no twa okome wo sora no pa na o so sia ensi so yes ye nua no mo bi no mo I want the ja wo betwam no won ban crusade ho se etum wisi ye fi anka echi bei modi echi won de ne yensunku say yo won de eja among the sikas what the boy na the bo man ho brand dodo na go nkotokum no won paase nti obra ye brane o hawa be ne di appreciate yidin won tibi nti na na obisa masem na ja anso sama de na manen nti na wa friends ye metra na ja
no correct
ye metra nga de ne ho se dan ne betimi ayo man na ebe ye na president Mahama tun South Africa na ni bia se mo bra ne entrance nyo ba ko fu adwen enke nga adwen bom ne se kwan bansu ne betimi afa chechire Ghana man a ye nyina ye betimi de ense asian bo so eyi de eyi ne o man a ye fim Nyankopon de adom yen ti yare ye bibi de eja onchirima
okay
nya ba ko fu adwen
ona wa ye be
na ya
won mo teden
nyame adom me hu ye pa na won sen
oh Nyankopon adom
na enra me kwasra me wo fa bi wa kropon o de o fa sechi ni dinga obo a obi ani mu akrobo so wa fa teden na o ya dwuma metro mass no ye point officer wa ba ho bijim no so 30 o pa na
ona ye asuna busia pani no
you na so wenti da kurukuru be
eno
na o say when the birthday and the bapanyin birthday the same year
our friend must me change about 4 days
enti na samre of amichia you say we free we retie na ya Kesseh na maminchia president his excellency na do dan kwakufu ado na minchia vice president na adan afia bato no adago ye duanum wo ho yira won na we say Dr. Bawumia de oba wo be fa do koku afia koye primaries ya Dr. Bawumia wini ya ye share campaign ya so north wo afedu ahopepere a wo do ko launch one campaign wo north campaign launch no san kwesi aga na maminchi a ona bo brana champion odejuma sunu bi esineni so Eastern region on the Eastern regional chairman Orajef Kunedu
ado
ado ena meka humbi yeto a whole of Eastern region because we are combing the region 2020 elections yenya 60% MPP our Eastern region into the agenda 65% atokwam into enra kwesida na yewo opamenya krobo asesewa na ya for wani behwe enyasem ketwa kra yeshia party form panhina wanga bribinti wonbu afu no wanga tewada yeshia wonyina chairman Alonzo num ene minua Joseph Tete former MP former deputy Eastern regional minister ona osanga gina biem na opamenya fusi hey joti aneko inti yeko badwuma ho denden na no so na ye akwatia na fe yeko eye begro fanti akwanof honso nimia guarantee michiao momadia na kwa bua unu akodua na fanti akwa vote no enko soro nti mada owura Brian Achampon honorable Dr. Brian Achampon ya Greek minister oye MP wa betifi juma soro nkwa oye odi na wonim honorable Ajay Mensah Kosa
before abeko Ajay Mensah Kosa eso no and that mempo anopa na offer frame and o ka che me so ne offer ase no no 30 year pa anti osre me since 99 a piece of by we tie saa ye money di on radio no so da ti ade a ene wo pay free me ho ane say me betna say me money di it me so me promise ne say me ba ene machia no enti asona busia pani me ba ne pen full name no mpo ona ba ye pay bo am ne full name ne ye sechi asona busia penny sechi akomea
you
ofa sechi
akomea ofa etiden me hui nana ya de juma sunu bi reba
before that Bernard
nana yo
uni mini e be I fena is kodro
papa
osime mi say ne ho ye pa na how far
oh Isaac mami chia na weja oyen ani gina this am say be o no
o twe na nyi
ayo no ni asem mi chia no matia no bebre
na say then DCOP ana
pa cho de bi na de
mami fa akwanya esusu na mi chia wo fa akomia bi enyina na efifi
okay
o se ni gba
ekutrim
nti baby obi ano mi chia no me nim ne dan ma ba hwe
da obehia mo ekrofam do be ko fie no akofia
ye be fie akora on kwaso
yeah na say Freddie ma o de membo di ni na Fred James and Freddie ma also so memo wajo Freddie ma ka o ma no produce me show yi hu e na say de na yire moto m sha ye ne da ma kire say me friend no kra o ma Freddie ma me twen ye na bra osuso ye moajo oso chia mu nyina ansoso
ye je no so
yo ona ba ye pe o say
yo me say ya de juma son kubireba wo ko Ghana bakwasem a menya ni say aban bi aba with the mini meeting into from 1993 to date ye kan Lord Akwan Rose why is na do dan kwaku fado
en na o ka Ajay Mensah Kosa no
yo
why dey
or your local government minister na on aban yi eye na adodan kwaku fado aban yi honorable Ajay Mensah Kosa ye the local government minister and private companies be account bomu din ye hu say Lori Akwan a ewo Ghana ha yan kan so kota ye no ye fe no brofika mu graveled road no se yetumi shape ni nyina ni esiesie no na gota nketen yetumi ye na yetumi ye culvert ni ye fe no bridge nketwa no na mpo ye nya sika engusu kota amafo be han won papa nanu ya kwa opamenya nipa ni bikase mo de mo metwa kwan no so mayen ba bia se mo mesiesie ne mayen aninti na do dan kwakufu ado abanyi akofa earth moving equipment infiri a yede ye lorry akwan etwamu apem na ababedu amanyim na ye pese ye ne se anya hwe kura no district bia betumi anya sa road earth moving equipment between 7 and 9 all the 275 constituencies across the country nana nieba be yeni aya local government ministry and a district assemblies no and sojafo sa field engineers and Ministry of Local Government and a Ministry of Roads and Highways need to through any federal roads engineers ni urban roads engineers na what assemblies no ebe kan bom fisa amiri kwa busuma biesa eda nganim lord kwam biara a yen kan so ko taaye na asɛ no saa kwan no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde machines ni ko dwiru so
enka me topic ho nwumre yo
nana wukuda bai ana president eriyi sɛ dwumadi hu ɔpa ho ntama na ahyase nti ana mefa saa kwan yi so na maka na Ghana ni biara a opese hu sɛ dwumadi bi wodi wani che Flagstaff Square na machines na ba egu ho hu sɛ wahu social media so a yɛbɛ pa ho ntama na efi saa mmiri kɔpem busuma biesa ɛda yɛn anim yi Ghana kwan nyinara ɛbɛ tɔɔten
enti na mo betimi ayɛ dadaada no
nana unse yɛde betumi ayɛ no
mo twɛn ya
na yɛde ama contractors a wɔyɛ na yɛhu sɛ ebi wɔ hɔ a yɛmfa ama contractors no nanso asɛe na mmiri eni hɔ na samira no sikasɛm nso ɛkɔ atwe kakra nti no
ene de yɛ
afei na yɛnsa aka sika a yakɔfa saa machines yi ɛde aba na obi se abato nti sɛ ahokeka nti ne wogya mmɔwerɛ nanso ɛnyɛ abato ne titiri nti ɛne yɛba na mo Ghanafo a wɔn akwan asɛe na wɔn nɔbae nsa yɛahyɛ harvest na ase o na wɔn nɔbae ɛbɛka asuogya ɛsɛmo lɔre akwan a ɛnyɛ nti saa ana aban yakɔfa adwena ba ne yɛayɛ no 2024 and beyond nana dwumadi no yɛadi kan ɛde nipa ne bi afi assemblies wɔ districts no akɔ China akɔtire ne wɔn
sa so mo be bia ukuada
yo
twɛn mo bia ne aka ho asɛm
yo nana mate enti merebo yɛfa ne drip this road infrastructure project massive
mate
ehu ama popo bribri aka nipa ne bi enti yegusu asa adwumadi nana ye lanche ne wi a ukuda yawda ukuda na se ukuda yeba a platform nana ukuda mesen aba
na de ona ho ye panel no
mesra wo say eye adesera do to anim
ene ka kire patricia
ukuda ma mekwan
enya me na me panel
mene honorable aje kosa bekasa na eye time kura ba beto
ene mo meto mum
ne abetena ha
just am beto
ne a kire some massive road project a ebe koso simultaneously simultaneously across the country
enti ochina mo frame house na mo arrange
yes
na free dem
na ya betena ha
onye ska akoto grade ade onye ska beton
me aya information minister honorable Ajia Abubakar
fati
kokroko dwumadi so anopai obebuebu adwuma nani so ama Ghana fu bebre etiase
fati de
na me aduma wukuda mesen aba na ya betu adwumadi no so
besi wukuda de moment time fati honorable fati de we me darling girl so
yes inti
on there ono
me ne be kasa
na me
honorable Aji
enfa hon ko bata
ya betena ha pa na ya kyerɛkyerɛ ase na Ghana fu ate ase
na
fe ahemfo any DC fu nyina obia ma nani nye
otwese twen mo ye wia okuada na aka ho asem
na mate
meso mate honorable sama ye pay enie osuani lord me mo adwo menim se ho ye pa nyankopon enka onsoso no team ni nyina ehom afei obi a wotie me na nwumre bia menim ba bia radio ya no koka enanadwo bia bia wo sha wotie me bia ye mo adwo e do asesa wo de afidi na to ase ya wotie the platform Bernard me pese me bisa wo se se na wosi kan de na kyerɛ sɛ ani da so ni ho Ghana ni da so nyina sese ba akopɛ ene NDC ensema mo kan no me ndai eno a ne nhwɛ kwan no ana mo de foforo ba bɛka ho eno ani we a de ne ma ehye nkuran sɛ we ene ade a Ghana fo etwen no
na me da se na me fa kwanya so nchi a watiefu eno wahwefo na me nchi a wo no mpamfo emretia en kakranti nka jen sanka na kai Ghana fo ne makakra bia
but over 15 minutes emretia obetumi akasa over 15 minutes
honorable kasemu no bro ichia no kan se na NDC fu se ba omiana na horenya na adwuma na ebe ye mre wa mayen enye ndc fo kra na kan MPP fo nankasa bi including on nankasa on about hey no kan say alang mom na oba anka obetima ma NDC run for our money but say the baomiano I image nti wo kan bi ama na we say bi ya but enya dia bi bibia nan ye nana Ghana fo nimo how a wona mu ne bra wo bre President Mahama da sembia di say ono de obey o me dada Ghana fo obeka no kwai na nya de ane kan be anything because he's the only president and not breso or concede say ampa dum so mimle mu bia me fat won so no ma solve and kwan biara of fast so say so solve answer na ofi akonga so 2016 nana ya dan na dia ababedu ha yefi baby ni abedu ha President Mahama Jao Ghana 2016 no nana enyesa nana Ghana yetini na fuel bo ofa 1 gallon a okoto gallon back a 14 cedis ene tea say Dr. Bawumia na Akufo-Addo so eno kra de atirimodin bo twamenebo into obeba be ma Ghana flat on na be ye fo asensa prempren yi gallon back on ene ye ton almost 60 cedis sabre na Ghana dollar ofa 3 cedis 80 pesos a $1 NDC bagon akongam so 2018 2009 sorry ebe pem say yefi akonga so 2016 na dollar ba ko ye 1 cedi 20 pesos nti wo hwema ye de 2 cedi 60 pesos pe na be kan ho eno mpo na na Akufo-Addo zon TV da nti na no nti okofa papa bi friend Dr. Bawumia na ba no beba me ma cedi na ye fufu na Ghana dollar na ye full na Ghana cedi no ma ye duru na ya na baby ayati ye de almost 16 cedis and this is $1 enti ye fi baby ni abedu ha dan na de abedu ha President Mahama kono no we jaw Ghana sika botin bi edi kan ne say koko ane yetew no na apaja no humuma 1 year between 2016-2017 cocoa season yetew cocoa 967,000 metric tons na yeti se yenu anu so anu kra ne sha se brosa Dr. Bawumia na nkrofo na yeti 400,000 metric tons grano Ghana ye struggle ye nsanka last year ye ntimi an supply ye were deficit enti ye fi baby ni abedu ha nana obekaya President Mahama kon no we jaw Exim Bank ama Ghana e ba be boa import and export enti ebema ankrankra nyuma ye etumpong o pesika o de be hye won adwuma enye den ma won na wa agya osika Ghana ebetimi afie mpem na asiesie en akwan ye de bia ye o friend den mpuntudwuma wo en bron mu enye bibia na hye koje bosi ansa tino wa agya $250 million ato GIIF mu Ghana Infrastructure Development Fund na ye agya bosi a Eurobond fiti President Akufo-Addo on abepon no breso ebi batch mature nti ese pesika bi a de betua sa aka no nti oja yen sinking fund ene e betua box bi a yakopɛ no edu brese ekotua na ye de akotua a emma Ghana ho nkyere no nti no waja $250 million ato sinking fund mu nana se sika prempra ye kasa yi na Ghana yanka ye din nyina ye 120.3 billion Ghana cedis na no budget review wote is a kana kuru no ho akwakodu 742 billion 120 billion no kra no na Dr. Bawumia na Akufo-Addo na mountain so no what catch Ghana for so no kra ya memu bone ya memu bone because and sesempo nga Ghana yakwa abosi abo Dr. Bawumia kru ya ho be dada Ghana for catch say why you no Bank of Ghana da na sika wo ho Ghana wo sika na Akufo-Addo dada Ghana for yeti sika so and so come dien or tram of Fiano Cas and na Ghana says a yanka am many yen am a yentimin tria if you have been able to have 2016 President Mahama Breso yet miss service yen debt 10 billion Ghana cedis yet try 2016 yan kwa bosiabo Bank of Ghana anko je support bi enfo and so abanni to me running the budget pepe and into your corner na Ghana mebun o magno yenya ya pega oyemu kakra enti eni da so bi wo ho stabilization fund na sika dem ya gyaw millennium challenge account so kai a wɔde kɔyɛ PDS masika no ɛyɛ basa ne America fo ɛyɛ ndinga fi saa compact no so ti yɛn ka ho bio na nneɛma bebree ama ne Ghana yɛn ho kyerɛ because of say bra ban by no hu sɛ sika ne buffers ne ade a President Mahama de agu hɔ no na nkɛse sɛ ɔno nso yɛ bi ka ho wanyɛ tirimude nti ofia sɛ no appointed 130 ministers okay 130 ministers ofia sɛ ɔde ɔman ne sika ɛyɛ nneɛma ɛyɛ huhude kakra no bɛtui no ɔsɛ ne wie no tiusi amansan guaso abosiabo to the extent say President Mahama address ɔkɔ Eurobond no sika otimi gye bebrebe mfia nan ne nyinaa mu enu $2 billion na kufa no Dr. Baumia wona wo se one day abosiabo ya abusu de ma won no wotimi kɔ Eurobond ko raise 3 billion every year enti won koya agye Eurobond bosia $13 billion na say na mo kam bro o say to whom much is given much is expected enti nka bosia bo bereben na nka bi sa so dan po na oba wo dey na wo don sa kyerɛkyerɛ ne mani bi na ade ba ko kura ni hɔ a Dr. Baumia na kufa do betimi don say sisaka say ye ba eyi ni ade potin a this guy wo ba na President Mahama ko pes catch ba be mfu djumam ama ya modernize agriculture production and our local economy nipple no be pay ding man as a planting for food and job over $300 million won ade anu awie according to budget no what here was sound the 2.8 billion Ghana cedis akwa ho nso ye ne ade anabu ye den wo Ghana pa ye duan ye kra tomatoes aka se be fiase akra nchene na fe ye wie be bia ya beduni enti Ghana ye hia reset ese so man no ye san chichire no foforo bio because nana what say German carpet weaver so fiase nwen carpet no ye wie no hu so ahyase no wa hu mfomso bi wo mu a obesan ni nyina akoyi san mfomso na fi hɔ ansa adenti bizam sa adenti a because na adwen ne say wansan anyi mfomso na fi hɔ a emfe dodo a carpet ni bedi no abre bi obehwe carpet no behu san mfomso be be Ghana yakodu nana yentime ntua kentan ni nyizu bi say kentan ne anwen a ahyase na say asena tetew enti wondwen ne suru no wie kra wontime mfa nkoso ahwe enti Ghana ye hia reset as I say Ghana mebun etimi nya reshem say there be a fade and that's bu ho mayen to the extent and ne wo hwe mebun how e da won kuma so enso won awie school so wonya nyuma nye won akọ school won nya train na huru enso wonya nyuma nye esi ansa ban abetena so na amemu boninti ene unemployment rate apeja onum from 8.4% no and here nam 14.7% aden eti at time bomb so ya bresu yentimi anye bibi amfan anidaso bi amma mebunga na ye nkwen anim eno na President Mahama say da bi esese ya say mebun na nyuma wonya nye no e do ha bebre beba wiase amansan nyina uprising akosoro no mo ne ade civil agitation nyina dodo na no mebun na ye enche bi ayeti bi obokana faso enche bi ayati bi wo Kenya ene bebi bebre enti ne yebetimi aye asiw sa nam no se sabio sana penfo kan se nsa enye adwuma no obonsam pa adwuma man ba se yetimi engage mabum na yebetimi ahwe se yebepagyaw won ani da so dan ne yebetimi aye esese ye ma onyuma ye enti na President Mahama se Ghana economy no ye run only one shift obia kwa adwuma 8 hours no opon a okofie ye better to dan ni nyina mu machines ni si ho enye adwuma bia ye kwa akoda enti se ode bibi beba ode ba be hye nyuma yenum kena ma yetimi arane 3 shifts 24-hour economy no na na woti na MPP so na kiremu ye me kiremu nkosi da ben nana eyi so kiremu bi onehia nipa baasa na be ye adwuma na won aponko won fututu adan no ese baasa bibi san be ye adwuma bi o na won aye ba asia won so pon a baasa sa be kan bi o won aye ba kono enti nipa baasa adwuma no nipa ba asia ba be ka ho enti sa nipa ba asia na be ka ho no won anya nwuma bi yire dok ba bia wo hia raw materials there won adwuma no say Ghana ha na so producer ba bia wo producer de ne fi no we be demand ne be kosoro enti won so be say wo be bue won nwuma num say ye mfumudwuma say nye nipa ba kra no be ya ebi nso ba be ye bi aka ne ho Honsu nyuma na rekoso bibiri. Enti 24-hour economy na ebe boa ma nyuma etimi aba. Ghana ha mmea dodo na we gwadim. Mmea dodo kakra bi a wotimi ku school kodua anim no. Sebi ase me ka se won nurse de, but won a wotimi ku school kodua anim de. E bia economy ni sector bi absorb won. E bi ya nkrakra adwuma, e bi ya ban adwuma. E bi so won so nyuma. Ba dodo nara wo gwa so. Na mebu ebe ya wonya bibiri yi bebre na tongniama wo kan den online nti agwadi abeteki center stage wo mia bebre na abrabom then ese ye ese tie timi ma won access to credit ese wonya sika obetim dia wonuma ene aban bosi agba wa fa ne ho ahia nti on ya nkrankre ene ko competition wo bosi abom T-bills nti na wo ko pe bosi a hwaban interest rate Ghana the whole world baby akoje bosi a mfentom no eso eye Ghana enya wo wasem ye nua no fi Nigeria ba stock akrebro baby fiase udi agora obeje odi aka ho because ho no e bia interest rate ho no e wo form Ghana almost 50%. Then now bet me akoje na oye kakra mpo na no so mebun me anasen a microfinance for ne ade papa question dum no mo ne ade Dr. Dufuo no mo ya Heritage Bank no ne ade ya no me bai won abegu ni nyina anka sika wo hia be ya $9 billion bi pew ana Ghana cedis na peja won aben be ka chen so o di over 24 billion ene gu no into kwa na wo bai 24 billion no what the to na wo yimu 9 na wo support no gina won nan so ya anka ne me abon be brano adwon science institutions no anka won tifie enti oman no ye be hwe kon ye be fa so ye betimi ama mia dodo enya access to credit any friend no Women Development Bank abanyi de beba yankopon ya don president Mahama be transfer ade a etsi ne koma so ba ko nen eno betimi ama access to credit ma mia benya sika baby obenya bosi afi amfentum kitu bi na wo ho so what the sika abanye show no nana 3 billion every year $3 billion oh UGMC hospital needs one about $330 million 330 into 1 billion betimi ese no na hore bi sa agency sa to aman so abano certain priority rights ni ese Ghana anya hwe kura no ye be ma Ghana ha aye baby a so bi payarehwe na so ko India o payarehwe na so ko Dubai o payarehwe na obeko UK anko obefi Nigeria na Burkina Faso na Cote d'Ivoire ba Ghana nke betima ma na ye President Mahama kono oja Ghana say na oil production aduni peak ntini ye ho ya kono ba abanga sebe odwen kokan no wonye sika ni wonye sika ne se me koje busa na mabedi de bia chata plane me de bia chicha man krofo keke yeties ye kasika aban yasesa wache ne chronics keke na na nyesika ketwa over 55 billion Ghana cedis Falugu e bia yira wo ho motorway e bia yira wo ho ya sky train e bia yira wo ho be hwanyan PDS asama ye ko fa be yi won chronics no be say bibia ma yen enti aban intimate na se so obekoso atena yang so bio because ono no akofa so how ni abene nyina ade aba ese dan wetimi asolve on timi nsolve because ya man 8 years so far ni ote ho na oyen say ya no say no nti na hia say ye be sanse on santra o demom ye be po bio yo no kwafo as President Mahama aka no na oba say ye hia experience hands
mate
ye nya experiment bi mpato na mi wie wa ha wada wo e bi e be san ba Dr. Bawumia nkomo ne so because
me 15 minutes why 16 minutes
okay enti na me bopo no abato me di kan sha say enye obi an ho ye fe President Mahama set it no wa set standard no o share media fo ono interactive one on one a page Ghana young discourse no edu baby fofo say wa launching a campaign manifesto beba tina obi say me kan say no near President Mahama kan won kakra na be say me di kan wo near ma bebre ye won near ma bebre 2020 manifesto near ma bebre ma e viable now
mate ye ba ron su ana wa cheche
ye be kan ho say no mprempren de ye pe ne be ma yen di daso na oye no other person than President Mahama and Professor Jenana Opokwadu.
Medase Bernard and MPSC why 17 minutes me ma 15 minutes.
Na honorable nchia no ne mo kekan eno me ho me nya me de o.
Mpacho.
Okay.
Sa me chia uja no.
But nchia na fe the local government when our CSA ya ban the private sector. Na fe uje shine ni nyina fe.
Emeye de oye na. Emeye de oye na umpeni bi. Nti ma me nti ono so.
Then asemi.
Honorable ye pay.
Nyamo na go for say one village one dam.
Yes boss.
They go see the.
Pacho meet you.
Pacho man ka ba bi sa ban the private sector nyama no ko e no. Okay. Definitely no. Sa ban kra na ma. O kra fi fa. And your private sector or no kra. Project Lancashire is solely government, 100% government. Private sector be man they say you ko turn man no.
But 15 minutes na start you.
Na ono na edwuma be ya say over almost 2 years warrant into ono be maintaining machines for the 2 years before ansana we handle maintenance over to you. But the project is 100% fully government sponsored project. Tiati sa.
Yeah, customer man.
Nana ya.
No me hu.
Nyene besiano we di PC echia. Na ya Dr. Baumia Kasa ne kasa no etia but emu yedu. O so ne de omeye president da. Ne mu why vice president. Inti yamfa onu adwuma waye as vice president ama north no. Enfa ntoto former president Mahama so adwuma oye mfianan as president na yenua no mewo 5 northern regions eya atifi mantamu no enfa ntoto ho ni yanhwe sai hina ana obaya wababa boa yenua no mewo atifi mantamu okan ya atro challenge say anka sada NDC for edeba no one for one san kire adwuma ba ko pe wo se sada yede bai sa adi na atuma ye aboa ye nua no ma watifi mantam na otro sa challenge no ye tie former president Mahama Kasa no ya ante so to me respond e kire ade ba ko pempo se waye na menua anim pesie wa ma me hu adwuru me former president Mahama ebefa Ghana economy edu baabi no what's our fei woni credibility in the economy into what we crap about what's the one ma won ama what's sao nipa bi na ya ma me akuadonko no nyina aka ho ekwatra senje se adwena wadi bugana man asa won tumi nya hwe biem into won kwatra senje na won hwe se anya bia ya ma me akuadonko ne nipa bi aka ho betumi ama won nyansa ana adwene bi a wode bebu aman no na wo fi senche bai no ni obeka kire ngan ne se adwene a wokofai ne se wonfa economy enkoma IMF na mbisa binua pesiesi sanya okasa o kire ana infrastructure development fund sika se na ewom sinking fund se na ewom na se sika nyina we wo ho ana wo gwan ko IMF say one credibility asa enti ti say bosia bank brown pon person be hwe ngani mu no wa bo bosia enti no wo ko IMF na ya ye beje oman yi meka yan a meka PP abanga na na do dan ko akufu ado da no ye beje oman yi na oman economy na sha IMF funsa na sha NDC funsa sanse na NDC fu apa bawo won lose credibility am the economy ne akoma IMF nti minua pesie se wuni ma me ka kire wo se ansa na mo be hand over ma yen no na economy na agyamu nsam na mo pebosia munya na mo credibility asa nti mo ko akwaje credibility support from IMF so we ni ma me ka kire wo ne na wate ase
it was rather policy credibility.
Yes,
credibility support.
Na sana na ya support nsa kwaje policy credibility o de credibility support policy na o run bio na ya write it nana me pesa me ka che bi nu ani mpesi se emra nana President Mills take over. Efi President Kufuor no. Na yen debt to GDP. President na Mills take over from President Kufuor no.
What kind of Kufuor?
But I say. Na debt to GDP. 26% to GDP. Na who ma dey be enu anu mandate for here. Economists ni say. Some person who the debt, the quantum, the value of the debt in every country. You compare that debt to the country's GDP. And yes, I won't know the value because the GDP na denominator and you're constant. It changes. And see, what time be our debt now? You call the debt to GDP. And no exchange rate is a major factor. When we are in yes, yeah. Offer NDC debt I will down in dollars. No, I multiply by 4.7 because that time that was the exchange rate. No, about for MPP, your debt 13 billion in dollars. No, I multiply by 15. Now, we're putting all in Ghana cedis. Then you see the huge difference. And I challenge them. I won't keep it both in dollars. And I say, wapa. I won't multiply by the current exchange rate. And I won't call the debt to GDP. And then the quantum now from 26% debt to GDP. No, what they do 73% to GDP. And they bear rebasing. No, na the 56% to GDP. Inti meka Nagana funyina to say, whoop 56% to Krara. What do you find say after rebasing? No, I'm 56% to GDP. Now say NDC for econo. Car what about car Ghana debt to 30% to GDP. 30. And I also before ko IMF no. Now debt to GDP. Ababedu 93%. We 56 in Ifima. You are close to about 36-37% to GDP. Nana, it's sana NDC for Bejina. Now what can you hear? One you say a car says yetuya Ghana yetuya say no and your car Nana Kufuor but so about who can yetuya o a car yenuanum NDC football boy 30% no and no na due for payment one and chiamu baako only the interest Nana the interest on those payments borrowing no na omutua na momu no sikana kasa ya amount na kasa the principal no the afeni etua it is saying na send this better radio so no work send yesi hospital wa ha University of Ghana Medical Center and yesi terminal 3 and yesi we ya one kind who say sa no ma na wa ye no eno ka ho bi na ne e ka no abedo so a MPP yetua ni tua ayeden no anya MPP car yebeboy 2017 to date anya no kwa na yetua including circle interchange na wade bo ho safo hene no na ayat so we abusuan pa hene we abusuan mu na wa bokade agya we abusuan no na wa fisu so abusuan pa hene na abusuan pa hene foforo aba na oreye adwumaden atua woka na wote baabi manchon baabi ka se abusuan pa hene foforo no o mo no homoden me pese ameka na NDC fu nyina ra ne Ghana fu nyina yeti asese e ka yetu asese no emukitiwa bi na ye e ka na nado dan kwa kufu ado bosi a oboy no bebre na principal no mpo enso se ye betua nti ye yenuanom NDC fuka na yetua e de a support won na edan na owura mahama eka se about free senior high school nti hina ba na nkwantena fie ya kasa asem ya ka si enrollment na ya the free senior high school ba nti ema enrollment course soro Dr. Baomi akasa se what say na oka ho asem say near about 800,000 within a short time no na almost 600,000 ababeka ho to 700,000 ama enrollment akwa about 1.5 million students. It is mufra yi ko school yi hina ba no betina fie nti yemfa hyehyɛ mmra na ama obi aba entumi nko school a contact hours no yɛka contact hours a mmɛrɛ teacherfoɔ no bɛkyerɛ wɔn ade wɔ school no ɛbɛyɛ pɛ na ɛnkɔba sɛ yɛ enrollment na kɔ soro a yɛakyekyɛ mmɔfra no mu no nti ɛbɛ affect contact hours ɔbaa yi ɔntumi nkyerɛ sɛ saa double track system no a MPP yɛgu so a yɛyi fiwa na schools no bebree ɛnra ne double track system no biem schools aka wɔwura ne double track system no kakra bi ɛno mpo ansa na afi bɛkɔ na awie no ne yɛyi double track system no nyinaa afi hɔ ɔntumi nkyerɛ de kɔdi ɔbɔ bɛyɛ na saa double track system no afi hɔ na mmom ɔse free senior high school no ɛyɛ too expensive ɔno ɔwɔ 2 billion a ɔmfa nkɔyɛ free senior high school nti abusuafo ne review ni nyinaa anhwɛ a no the cost sharing ɛna bɛbɛba nti me nuanom a mewɔ ma akura so ɔto ase mebisa wo sɛ NDC ba no the cost sharing ba na ɛka kyerɛ si aban tua 1000 nti usu tua 1000 na nye 2000 yɛmfa nkɔ tua aba school fees a na san totɔ abofra no provisions ne nneɛma obehia fa ka ho a wobɛtumi ana ɛwɔ so yɛ adwene ho ɛna yɛsɛ wotua 1000 no ana 2000 no wawie ɛyɛ every semester ubetua ana every academic year ubetua ubetumi ana wokɔ akɔto aba on the 7th December no dwene saa asɛm no ho projects ahoro a agenda 111 111 hospitals akɔso across the country ebi wɔ wodi street ma bi sa ho se semikoto aba ma NDC 7th December sa project yi yɛbɛto aso esanse mi krom kwan a efi kɔ afu krom kɔ apagya junction President Kufuor Shasi 2008 NDC bedi 8 years kwan no anye na na Kufuor ado bai eno be wie kwan no President Kufuor affordable house no ye nyina egu ho won ameto aso MPP bai ene ye bai ne ye beto aso nti yegusu ye Ofanko Nsawamu road 10 lanes ukwa akoto aba ama NDC na sa kwan yi aka yegusu double road afi Nsawam akɔfa nkɔkɔ bypass nyina akɔpin Kumase ukoto aba ama NDC na eyi aka yen train system a yɛde ba what the truck kosi kwan mu ma train ko pim ye se yegusu siesie no ereba ukoto aba ama NDC na aka na no police fo adan 320 plus so the atomic di kwaka ho a enya sam ketwa yegusu a yeri sibi aka ho ama Ghana police a soldier for de a yesia me won ba bi a obetena ebi maida ukwa akoto aba ama NDC na yi aka constituency bia ba benya anya hwe kura no 7 to 9 earth moving equipment a makasa mu constituency ni grader machines ni wo ho kwan ne sey a mu amu de asiesie no ukwa akoto ama NDC na eyi nso aka inti yesra Ghana fo Mahama wabedi president pen yenim ni oye sa mere kura no ba be secretary nation so ka kire yensi sa nesi na teacher to allowance no ontua inti ye pa ye nto abantia no na na ya to abantia wi a wasen akwa abasen santo ma obiem ena den na ye hu o say Ghana mabu musori twi say ye wo IMF conditions ase na ado dan kwakufu ado aban ene IMF fu akotena ase no nga ma yankwan si yebetuma fanipa wa adwumam ne yafa soldier police military ene immigration 15,000 NDC for the commission for human rights and administrative justice rights say one print me fanipa no Ghana mabu musore samri na wasa mabu no me yehu nga hokeka no wa demonstration kase editia NDC fu a ye fa nipa wa adwuma ma wo se one penny nurse fo emra NDC ye take over 2017 MPP na nurse fu a won awie training college about 5 badges won nyina gufie ye bai ne be fa won nyina over 70,000 e wa adwuma mu ene yesen anya kwan se nurse fu a over 15,000 won awie training wo fie ye fa won eno nso mu se mo mpre afede mo ne nam Kesseh enya abatu anka ye mfa won fimira ye bai bepem ne ya fa 70,000 nurses then I just say 15,000 abatu mtin ye fa won 70,000 na ye fa won from 2017 to date na ya abatu Ghana mabunge mun sorry osi ofie tamfo kwankran wabo deche otamfo a otan Ghana youth ani NDC otamfo a on pese Ghana mabun benya adwuma ye ani NDC ani John Mahama ena yakosra IMF amesi yahu
IMF for sisi for
yahu say IMF si yahu say ampa youth ni nya adwuma anya yanum wo nhyehyade nanso monkɔ na monkɔfa wɔn momfa sojafo momfa policefo momfa migration mo afɛn mo se mo mpre yɛkɔfa nursefo ano so mo se mo mpre ntaka nursefo mo ntena fie nurse ni bia wawie nursing training na ne posting se maaye on sorry twi no wonya demonstration fanti a former president Mahama ani NDC aban no say yakonya financial clearance ni ya fa nipa ewo nursing ani teacher mu na mu se mo mpene na modi yan akwashra Ghana funya yurishemu yandi ya da ne yesore a ya dwene oman Ghana ho ya da ne yesore a Ghana youth ho ani ya dwene
okay
ya da ne yesore a akwan a asai ani yakoto machines ani ya ba besiesie no
mate
ya da ne yesore a
mama komra
na district bia benya center eye youth center eye stadium mini stadium kasepa ya da ne so da
onya time ko hobi but don't mama nko sara to
Ghana for NKI MPP ni nyuma pa ye de ma won
yo honorable Sama ye pay and out in Ghana earlier na what Bernard and PSA enka the platform no aso egusu a utie akasima aduo no na abo no nkron ma memfa mu beye edubi ma sadate menhwe na man sadat o de ma me wo sadat 7 na en hwede nya me be oze
na bo no ngrum
ba oze
na ya wunim na opare kwafu
me hina me sin for
o ti me kan chire o
aburi atwesi ni
wa san atwesi chidom hine o ya de hine so wo aburi ahwerase
okay
wa send message si a o ti me kan je o so chia
o me ra me je
o so tie wo de ne
me nim pa me ra me nim so tie me pa me so me na
wa bo ma ba so so wow
o ni papa na opare kwafu o ni papa every time me hu no bibi papa bia ni ho a ya ye wo bibi papa bia ni wa ya ye wo piece of mafidie so a na opare kwafu one support yen ya me nshira no pa
but o kan time na me twa ade
ade den
so community bi na abo no nkron
na abo no ndu okay
di me boa eye mo aba no boa
me da wase man sadat
the cardinal
yenko
nana yes as ye dia WhatsApp messages na doso ene tin me ko Facebook no so kane na mate beye enum nsia bi afiri ho na WhatsApp fo no me de mo awie maame aba ose ohwe dwumade na nwumre yi Humble Lion enso edie nie Humble Lion say NDC also mutimiti ase so almost 24-hour economy no ene na ye o mo hye ye o mo de ba na double track no be ye free hono no enti udwene hu je hu ni say no so no ka 24-hour economy no double track no kra no kwa bi so no na nka eye bi ana ene ode no so e ba ye kwame owusu agye enso edie nie o se o hwadwumade no e Facebook so na senia owura enim PSC o de confidence e kasa no so o tenase din no o hwa won ti ase na adan Ghana for erefi ana say 9 billion cedis bi debt e ba sika kra bi adwumade mu tema habo sales anke ekoso Asian Bank so ho nsem ne erefi ana segleme housing project ne nyina no wa kyerɛ no kama tenten kwame owusu agye ene de e ba ye Felix enso edie nie wo so o kyerɛ obia nwumre na was MPP die sebi mpredua say shameless party papa NPP never again and Felix edie no so ebaye fantastic web force enso edie ni sehwe asanyo no so was Ghana ye kan of finance minister se de ben akwakoduru 742 billion cedis na oka 1957 ebesi 2016 bomu anaka ne nyina no na eyesen 122 billion. That is 8 years per no NPP the 620 billion wabeka Ghana ka ho. Enti na Ghana ka yesi ye cha. Ghana ni babia no obetu 22,162.71 pesos was the MPP. Mo ha Ghana papa was say owura Kofi Afo income MP say yo so entia enko emfa emao. Samekwe Leviticus Powers was say nwumre wo che obi bia papa. O hawa Ghana ye komo ne Ghana nko a ye resi nyina. na NPP amamu a Ghana mampe na na danko akofo da wona no wo hwe omobodembo na wo de to NDC de ho a wo hu se MPP de ewani mu papa na wo se na sitie bia no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia obeba na wa beto adwuma pa Ghana mampe na danko akofo do ye eso free senior high school no eyenhye pa NPP beto aso MPP bo ho ban de ama Ghana wo se mrase badwene ne modembo so ani urumnyamfo mebi sa wa kumsen Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wo se enchia enko emfa emamo fantastic wo de na makenkan da master planner junior kentampo wonso wo die nie wo se Dr. Bawumia ne napo se na sitie bia no mobeba na omode Ghana akwa animu se na Ghana for ehwe animu no wo se NDC never again lawyer Nana Ajay Bafo Wua incoming MP Mensha South wo se enchia enko emfa mawo Nana kwa me wo Pasco nsawam Cass Estate amasamai ene wo wa wo se dwumadie wo hwe edi afiri wo se JDM die na nka Ghana kunya ne die nka woni business bia wo hu bia mu se yama wakonya waba besoma wi enti edie ba biem wo se JDM never again Christian enso edie ababedru what it is possible for Dr. Bawumia obeto so mo amode die ba no memfa Felix die no entwato USC and wo se anwumre wo hwe dwumadie no e Facebook wo se na ya o meche wadwumre papa na NDC omudi ehia wo north no omo antimi ananso one policy kurampo e wadwumadie no ase eno a ene 24-hour economy na 24 economy no kurampo na besi na nkyiremu emu do no e mayo eni tina de pa ene ye Ghana for ye hwe ne mu e de afiri NDC for enchen we ye madwenkyire bia mode e fa Facebook no so no kakra na makenkan e de afiri hono no me ko WhatsApp ne so a mo amode mo de afa WhatsApp ne so we se na ya nwumre mecha papa o se Ghana de na mianim nukureni ene se de grabu ka asema ye botom aye grabu ye ni kapre da baby sei enti yamfa ne se ampa Ghana for wa hukyire mu se ne aye kano no se JDM ne NDC ba hye ye ben eno mo de bebo Ghana na ye free sa hukyire ya ye wo mu 24 economy no enu nti eye solution na wo so no de wonji endi chosa e de type every typha na wo de e ba ye we se na ya Kesseh political parties no wo so mo make sure say MPP NDC no beba bia no free senior high school no wo timi ebo ho ban e de mo my Ghana sense e ya de Ghana for enya so mfa so papa na ya de ba kwa Ghana for nyina ne betima ka say e ya ban bi sise ya Ghana nyi ba bia no wenya so emfa so bi ntiam bo ho ban e fa ma Ghana Daniel Ochirega East Hospital na nwumre wo de ne de ni free ya wo de e ba ye wo se na ya wa nwumre mechia wo ya for school junction na meet adwumadie no e de free from Alexander Kofi Boache wo se NDC amamuo no sama bada yehu se na mototo o man no na wodi bibia nso eto nchen a adenti na moma ho kwan ma digital doctor wono so mba no be bi e ma yenhwe na Ghana enkwani mu wo se NPP it is possible wo se na ya Kesseh nwumre mecha papa wo se yanka nche owura enim PSC say former president who just offer president no onye president or your former president nyakopon ya adem ne toba no be president afan ba sabri pa de o say obi ama o say wa hye so say NDC focus o mota address former president as president o say wono no ha na papa o say hwadwofo a Western North region o wa adwumre yi o de ne ono so ne message aba betumu okay makenka o de no we say no oh nana any kind messages in gusu a eba
any mama fa de akadema Bernard ne I roba e pe na yanko akasima edumiensa na abonondu we de metwa nondu we de metwa na sasima dumiensa no mama ni mpiesie emunsia na mama no aba e pe susu emunsia ofa ben ba cho de na start
nana me da se honorable Kasa no nanka ni twa me compound remecha me am say jama na wada so opposition sana na me hunem because 2016 in sema wo kan no wo kan sip su ginai baby opeso wadi Ghana kokodu na no ye bisa say eno no motimi ayi mu den baby am be fa Ghana no mo de nga san achi be 30 years eno ne nkomo ayedi enti nkamo wo be 4 months bi am be fia ban enti kaya kwen enim den ne yere ye nana ya Dr. Bawumia say okosire momenti fodua wo misa kwanga NDC abreso wo yei na papa no de bia me ka se otwa nkontompo a ya won a won ne nam no ebi ntwena adwum sisu ana na wo ka no no ntie because President Mahama kan o say ene ya stick no eye nkontompo ni ene no kware Mahama kana se mo ka no kware Dr. Bawumia me oni na ka no kware kakra because tag no eya ka wo nana ya Fufuso Solar Road patobe no yei enya nda NDC Fufuso Solar Road Connecting northern region
Fraud.
to western region. It is a Dr. Baumia Jinaho knows one child de Bakwan ha. Or some can be say, Sika what the Koshe Sada.
Was it Fufusu Solar connected?
I think Upper West. Upper West to the northern region. Na mi women common wa have you. Dr. Baumia Krona Ojina settlement in Noka. Say Sika what they share Sadamuno. Thousands and millions and billions of dollars.
Continue.
Nana can Bobio so Miroma Fanem no bomber in NT.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Thank you.
But
Hundreds of
billions.
Hold on. Hundreds of millions. Nana hundreds of millions of
dollars.
No,
and he's right. Official saying millions, hundreds of millions
Nana,
of dollars.
Nemre no. Men na ba be chew.
No, be some something I respond like me kasa.
Mo enti no sa sika no bodi na figure ben. Sada sika hin na kom na ya. Sika ko Sadam a less than 200 million Ghana cedis. A whole vice president. Okasa, as I said, we are apt. Who can acquire a figures into ko to be big keke.
Okay, saying.
But Bonibio, no kind hundreds of millions of dollars.
Okay.
Sada yam $5 na koi.
Yeah, but
A cedis.
So converted 200 million cedis now. Echo dollars I'll be saying.
Oh, calculate me.
Pacho men calculate me be so.
Dr. Baumia. Time boss can dinga or speculating. But my money reps or your vice president.
Okay.
No, that economic management team. Nti ntwan kontompo because why is that na che? Ni American say, Baumia yenim no. Dr. Baumia, vice president. Yenim no. And then no mekanchire Ghana for that.
Okay.
Or starting a campaign Ghana say obi anim yen how. Ghana yen how ni say Ghana economy no. Ateto apansam.
Okay.
Sentini say ye pair bosia recklessly. Ye je bosia na me kan bi wa ha no. President Kufuor je $750 million for Eurobond. President Atamos, the late, Nankpon Funding Currency, oje $1 million. John Mahama, President Mahama, oje $2 million. Dr. Baumia and Nana Kufuor wonga je $13.3 billion. And no Eurobond nkwa other loans in meka ho ye. To the sense and yantimi ntuenti local people are pensioners are what you say anka abang bond and a risk free opa bank bosia kusi na hia won sabeka wuska 81 pension sika one provenance what the question say anka ban betimi agena kakran kakra obeja no de ato adru aban se ofra bibi DDEP enti binum ban sabeka wuska bebe 6 years 10 years echi sabe ne pa no ti ase nyina ya amamu bone na me kan say President Mahama say ade edi kan obesom say be say be reset economy no na ye hu say ampa Ghana benya na hoden afi say enne yen rating sovereign rating enye ye young state and President Mahama na ye B+. It is say okwa abosia wo baby obi amfama enu achi no Ghana kasa yetimi release ka bi amfi omangnum muni ya yenya nyina no ye jedi because sika ye de ko office of government machinery so when I paid job by 300%. Honorable can say young compare Ghana sika no and a yanka to young GDP some papa President Mahama ko 2016 no na debt to GDP ratio na 56%.
73.
56%. 56%.
From where?
From
26%.
Come to my rescue. Maninya Kesseh no 56%. That's on record.
Kesseh be one minute time no be.
That's it. Nana Kufuor and Dr. Baumia Breso. You could do 104%. 104%. So what you say? Inflation from 14% no. You could do hyper 54%. Aden. Just say kura mo se ma ya dia man yan tu nyom mfrem no.
Matias yes ota.
Fa yen kodu baby a mo be fa Ghana ne.
Matias yes ota mas.
Ye no ho yo mpato, ye no ho kra yo. Me wie no. Say what's wrong about ho modern no. That you did GDP ratio na ya he. yɛne nam about 86%. 86%. On about 20 budget. Sir, 742 billion. And you'll be no back on you. Now, young compare your debt, and young compare GDP in the fine cuisine. Your finance minister, current finance minister, and say,
Bernard, Mamenko,
742 billion cedis. Just a minute. Nana,
minute winya.
As I say, who says, Sika, Edema, Bangbia, you want it, and another 8 years of NDC, no. Sika bedi abansem from President Mahama, President Nelson, 281 billion. Nana Kufa to address 1 trillion, about 1.1 trillion.
Mate,
and I done Ebema Mabun, Obeka Nesses. I said,
Onya time on going in Bio Medase Papa Bernard and MPSA. Honorable I pay Bacho. I pay Brem.
Nane,
Papa,
Minia and MPSA. Me channel. It's only say issues no kind of say autonomous na otiasi. Na okay say ye bar power 2017. Ye kwaji euro bond of $2.5 billion.
Near euro bond. Franklin Templeton.
When him say sikano. Ye buy no na NDC. Akobji loan, very, very expensive interest rate. Yabe manage economy no. Ama Ghana economy no aya kono. Banks and bonds are horwa abafem, some as low as 5%. Na NDC akwaji be as high as 16-17% interest rate. Se obiara onim economy manage no obekwa akwaji loan na lesser interest rate no no they could share the higher interest rate to manage the loans. Inti a workers map obesia bosia no bebre a ye pay no ye de kotua ka na wonga ba na the interest ni too high for this country to contain.
No, na also obuami. No, na also obuamen. Na also obuamen.
O kase na metia.
Na
you we are chiro to you.
Na also
you chiro to. Bio.
O beto ka hin na o just kind na obetu ya hin na.
Bio, nana. One terminal 3. Ya ba no akwaji loan interest of about 32%. Ya ba yetumi kwanya loan na ema yen 18% interest rate.
Any facility my friend.
Enti ye koje loan.
What friend
at the offset 132%, no. Ama yane financial institutions.
Bernard, okasa not here.
Ana ye negotiate. Ye negotiate no nana go the interest rate I had see them now. It moved from 32% to 18%.
Meba, sa okasa no not here. And just say the okan iri nyina no ya adwene o.
Enya on nana mpacho. Enya so on me nya adwene. But as I say okan asem na we factual.
Enti mpacho de jama matiefo mbuate. Matiefo mbuate. Matiefo mbuate. Mpacho matiefo mbuate. Why?
Enti yesre bebre onti asese. Sa loans na yekojije ya euro bonds ne ka ho no ka 13 billion bebre na yekoje at the offset very expensive loans na wo ka say wo kwaji loan bi afa sika no nga ja na wo hunu ya won fanye enti wo kwaji $250 million at the to UBA bank okay say ye business ada na makwaji euro bond na munya bribi mpom fanya akwafu krom apagwa junction kwen wo mo fan koye wo se honorable sector kweka kire yensi oni budget bi afo sika wakojin into the scan to bank Bank of Ghana wo ho a ye betumi crowd akwa increase your reserve anke ye the koya anka reserve no beko soro ene Ghana reserve is about 6.6 billion ye wo import cover of 3.1 months import cover. Yeah, but now your import cover 2017 enu 2 weeks kran enu. Sambre so no ma pobosia edisika na kwato bank a private Nigerian bank we Ghana ha. Mu se mu hu adekwade amudi skara be nti mu de akwato bank. Nti na ya we Ghana fo asuyansu. Ghana fo asuyansa. Boga hu say yang ya ba no ya be manage economy no ka up to the end of 2020. COVID buy no economy na grow to about 7 to 8%, no, a drop by 0.5%. And then yetuma managing yama post COVID economy grow by 4.7%. Yenimnya say COVID by countries big grew in negatives. Ghana yetumi manage ya to 0.5% to GDP. And the growth of the economy no 4.7%. It is better. Your the last time you were leaving power, it was 2.2%. 2.2% and the NDC muja and even after COVID, after Russia, Ukraine, the growth of the economy is now 4.7%. Nana ya okasi obia ne mu say COVID buy no o man bia economy nyo how yende no so nyo how ema yan inflation ekosoro ya kodu 54.1%. And na me no ka say aban yi atumi aye adwumaden ema ababedu 22.8%. Ye bompai say eba bedu say ye beto aba no projection actually say between even 15%. Inflation akosoro. Na enu ma what say NDC focus about tomatoes in the many din biem. If you say when you have harvest season, it won't mean food stuff inflation in your biem. Food inflation eba drop say pine in the next window you be reduce inflation.
Of performance.
Now yes, because of our performance. Enti ube musania Ghana
bayire 50 cedis.
Obian himself afeni ye to bayire. Obian himself fe na Ghana to bayire. Enche mema abosom yi bekwa na awie come next week next awie
8 years.
Na aduan abu. Na obian nya aduan adi. Enti nana ya okese ka kire minua oku apini otimani mu ise. Ghana fo asua nsu. Bon asua ansa. Bon ehu se nimpa biara wo Ghana ha se ba ya MPP aban ene de ba
meda wase pa
medima no si no
o de si o
ma minchi a honorable Godfrey Opariansa oye the national campaign manager for Dr. Bawumia MPP campaign na ne
adena mo anko su hum
because hum
o ne ai Brian
there be ho ya ba ko me ne Brian de ba ko na na tin say honorable Opariansa ni nua bia your friend Messi opare
da o te ana me ma tam nyina wa me time no na wo ne beka
o fi mu me dey na ye pe no kura bre enti ana anopay
time pe kasa hunto kwa
anopay na me ne onabo oparansa ana wosu hu michiano na mama ne shedding on the abusuan nyina
round 2 na oh yes 7 minutes afa na onabo so 7 minutes
yes wo ha no ne we
round 2 yes 7
asempa
me time ana da so na nka me de be ka masa no mu mienu mu afa
asempa eyetia enti nana osabere ma ekofi me ma shede wonu abusuan
ma te ona ba ye pe me da se
ni pe be bu awo me po ye ma me Messi
me da se ta ma me de ba nyina wa fa
ma me ma onkra na me ko
ma betie
enkra me de ma wa ne se se Ghana fu nyina ahwem se mo betimi aboa ni yetimi a son kasaso atro ene no kware ya song so because atro bebrebe na magana wi bebe ayi
se ya ka atro a se wutumi kase wo na odi free senior high school by
na no anya no kware
atro bang na sin eyi
anya no kware
se wo kase 4 years is not enough yes se free senior high school na ya practicing in no former president Muhammad na de by iti mani wi ade iti mo ferade
o yam penfo na mo susu
edu baabi no na north kura free senior high school wa north kwa me nkroma de bae no na muntu ntia what school ni mu ma mo fra betina fie yetumi bia school e wo staff ha na north futi fie sense one grant e wo say mo de koma mo wo north no sa grant no muntu me mfa nko
menyi omo a ho menyi omo a omunyampo mokaso mapo ode munti ade
practice one sermon na moton ye pese ye kire
omunim se mayi omo enti mayi omo me ja omo ho no omo ntana omo kasa no bra omo asore ko efem na ya Kesseh with my friend the Cardinal Patricia Sefa Fisher Elizabeth Jean Prince Bafo Asamoah Henry Kwesi Minka Samuel Apia and a man said that madam was yame ya no bi share okuada ode munti omo munti
no NDC for ade akọ strike say one pere mun sore na munya dem
omo mre yo me ko
obi boko obi abo